Hey guys, it's Adam, and as you can probably tell from my growing facial hair, time flies like crazy. We are already in July of 2023, which means it's time for June's recap, so let's get started. Alright, so let's start with Xbox games. I've got a couple of them, brand new, factory sealed for the Xbox One. One of them was Alan Wake, the remastered version. I think it was originally an Xbox 360 exclusive, which I wanted to buy back in the day when I had my Xbox 360. But for whatever reason, I've never ended up buying it, so I decided to take to get the remastered collection now that Alan Wake 2 is in the works. And I've also managed to get Forza Horizon 3, which is kind of out of stock everywhere by now. So it's not so easy to get factory sealed versions of this game. Forza Horizon 2 is even harder. I think I've already had Forza Horizon 4 if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I actually don't have Forza Horizon 4 yet either, so that's something I need to get as well. But at least I have the third one for the Xbox One, which was an Xbox One exclusive by the way. I don't think it was released for the PC, but at least it was a console exclusive if nothing else. And another console exclusive was Gears of War 5, which was also only released for the Xbox One. It is a factory sealed version, even though it has like this second seal over it. And the reason for that is because it also has a Gears of War 4 download code. So they packaged the two together, but underneath this ugly seal, there is the factory seal still intact. So and because I was there and because it was quite cheap, I think it was like $5 or $10 or something like that, I've purchased Mass Effect Andromeda, which I do already have for the PC, but I would like to collect games for consoles rather than PC. I just feel like collecting games for the PC is a bit weird. In the PC space, we are pretty much moved on to like digital games only. I think my copy might actually be digital only with a steelbook and with a code in it. So I decided to get a physical version for the Xbox. As the Mass Effect games, I think used to be Xbox exclusive, at least the first two games, Xbox and PC, I mean. So I've decided to get Andromeda for the Xbox instead of for the PlayStation, which is still in stock pretty much everywhere, but the Xbox One is running out of stock everywhere. In fact, pretty much every Xbox One game is running out of stock everywhere. It seems like the Xbox ecosystem is about moving into solely digital content rather than physical, which is why I'm glad I purchased the PS5 instead of a Series X, because I do prefer physical games, and for the PS5 I can buy a lot of physical games rather than digital, which as a game collector is an obvious plus. But let's move on to other stuff. I do have some PlayStation 4 games as you can see here, but we're going to take a look at that in the end. First, let's move on to some second-hand games, or actually a second-hand game, Prince of Persia: The Fallen King for the Nintendo DS. As you may have been able to tell from the close-up, it is not in a great condition, or at least the box itself is not in a great condition. So I might need to get like a replacement box for it to put on the shelf. But at least I managed to get the game, which I believe is a Nintendo DS exclusive. I also won that one on an auction for, I think, $5 or $10, something like that, maybe 10. Oh no, that was $5. That was only $5. It was the starting price for the auction and I was the only one bidding on it, so I won it at the starting price, which is nice. Although the shipping was almost as much as the game itself, so that's a bummer. But anyways, so in terms of Nintendo, I've also purchased a couple of things from the My Nintendo store for Platinum points. I had a couple of them stacked up, so I've just purchased a couple of things. So let's take a look at those. I've actually ordered these back in May, I think. I think it was over a month ago, but they only shipped it now. One of the items was in back order, so I had to wait for that. So the first thing here is a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet notebook. It has this, I'm not sure if you can tell, but the characters on the top are embossed, and also the Pokemon in the back are also embossed. I'm not sure if I can hold it in any way that it will focus on it enough that you can probably tell it. The text on the surface and the main Pokemon on top and the back are also embossed. And here are the pages inside, if you are interested. We got the grass starter, which is Sprigatito, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't actually played Scarlet and Violet other than getting far enough into the game to be able to collect the mystery gifts, because some of the mystery gifts had some time limit. So I think a couple of months ago I played an hour of the game just so I can get the mystery gifts, and I stopped there because I was playing Oh, actually, what was I playing? I think I was playing Ocarina of Time back then, or maybe not even that. Maybe it was Minish Cap. Actually, I'm not sure. So then again, here is I think Sprigatito on both sides. Then we have, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I guess Fuecoco, the fire Pokemon. And we have, I think Quaxley is his name, the duck, the water Pokemon. And all of the pages are simply lined. There are no special pages. Oh, you might actually be able to see the embossing on here, on the inner side of the back page. You can probably see the indents there. But so there are no special pages or anything like that. That's about it, just a simple notebook. Then I've got some Nintendo 64 paper clips, or I guess bookmarks rather. I've got one of these keychains for, I think it's from, oh, it actually says here it's from the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It's a Spark apparently. I haven't played the game. I have the gold version of it, but I haven't played it, so I'm not sure about which character is it, but it was a cute keychain, so I decided to take this because I had a lot of platinum points that I had to spend because they expire after some time. Then we have the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom glow-in-the-dark keychain. It actually looks really nice, and by the way, if you're wondering, I don't think I can show it to you like this to the camera, but the backside of the keychain is just flat matte black, it's empty. There is no graphic on the backside. On the front side has the glow-in-the-dark graphic on it. I'm not sure if I can show you guys the glow-in-the-dark aspect of it. Maybe I will put a picture up on the screen right now, showing it in action. And there's one more thing I got from that Nintendo package, which was a couple of posters. I'm not sure if I will be able to show it to you guys because these are pretty big, but I give it a try. So we got a poster for Super Mario Land 2, 6 gold coins. We got one for Metroid 2, Return of Samus. And we got one here for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I think these look really nice. These are, I believe these are the original covers for the Game Boy games. And now moving on to the PlayStation games, we've got Secret of Mana, which is a remaster of the original Secret of Mana for the SNES, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have World of Final Fantasy, which is a kind of a chibi style game for the PS4 in the World of Final Fantasy, I guess the name implies. But this was the only one in stock that I could find anywhere, and I haven't really heard much about this game, so I think it's kind of a rare sight, so I decided to just take it. And finally we have Final Fantasy 16, the deluxe edition. I will have to cover it with my finger because I do have the DLC code, the pre-order DLC code on the front. So I think this is a really good looking box, and it includes the steelbook and the cloth map, which I think is really nice. I would have loved to see an art book as well in this one, because I think Final Fantasy art is just gorgeous. So I was hoping to see an art book, but maybe that was in the collector's edition. Let's see, did they have an art book in the collector's edition? Oh no, it doesn't seem like it. I think it was only the figurine or statue. I guess it's so big it's not really a figurine anymore, it's a statue, and a couple of pins. So there was no art book in any of them, which is kind of a bummer, but I guess it's fine. And I think that's it for all the video games I've got this month, and the accessories and some merchandise. And for next month, a little bit of a teaser. I've got a full bag worth of games for next month. I mean, it's the 4th of July today, so these will be in next month's recap. And by the time I'm recording that recap, I might actually get another one of those bags. And the reason for that is because nowadays I'm trying to get some of these games that are running out of stock. As you could see from World of Final Fantasy and the Xbox One physical games, it's really hard to buy them today, especially the Xbox ones, or at least locally. Pretty much everyone is buying digital now or just playing with the Game Pass. So physical copies in stores are no longer really available. So I'm trying to get them as much as I can, but it's kind of hard. So this month and for the rest of July and maybe even in August, I think I will be trying to focus on taking these games quickly, buying them from Amazon, or maybe buying some unopened factory sealed pieces from secondhand, or maybe even from eBay or something like that. But mainly I will be trying to buy them from stores, and just to fill up my collection with these games that I would still like to buy brand new, which are the Xbox One games and the PlayStation 4 games, and obviously anything after that, like Nintendo Switch, Series X and PS5. Anything that's older than that, like Xbox 360, PS3, or the Nintendo Wii U and the 3DS games, are all so unattainable to collect them brand new that I will not be focusing on that. So for the older games I will be buying them secondhand, but for these last gen and current generation games, I will definitely want to buy factory sealed versions, which does make it harder, but I mean, collecting games isn't necessarily easy, and especially not cheap. Luckily next month not many games will be releasing, so I will be able to fund my last gen purchases, because next month the only thing we'll be releasing is Pikmin 4 for the Nintendo Switch near the end of July, and Sony will be releasing Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for the PC on July 26. So if you don't own a PS5, this is the best opportunity to play the game. I think that's an amazing game. I haven't actually played it myself, but from what I've seen from trailers and gameplay, I think that's actually a really good game. I actually can't wait to play it, but just like with the Zelda series, I would like to play the Ratchet & Clank series as well, from start to finish. And because the Ratchet & Clank series are actually in chronological order, Rift Apart is at the very end of it, so we have to play through the first trilogy, and I think like 4 games, maybe 5 games for the PlayStation 3, and after that I can play the Rift Apart. So it's still a long way for me, although with the Zelda series I'm actually making some progress. I finished this month. So this month I finished, what was it? Oh, Link to the Past. Yeah, I finished Link to the Past about a week ago. And nowadays I'm actually playing Link's Awakening for the Switch, the remake, which I've started yesterday, and first impressions is that it's a beautiful game. The only negative thing I could say about this right now is the frame rate on the Switch. It frequently drops below 30 frames, I think down all the way to like 15 or 20, especially in area transitions or when the game is like loading something. So that's a little annoying, but the game itself is very cute and very beautiful. So I'm still fairly in the beginning, as I've only played it once, but I'm continuing it tonight after dinner. So it is time for me to finish this video. Thank you so much for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next month's recap.